I really think that perhaps there might be an opportunity, or it might make sense for us to reflect on low expectations that we set for ourselves, low expectations that we set for each other, low expectations we set for our children, low expectations that we set for our community. When somebody gets congratulated because they finished high school and you act like a high school graduation, y'all seen these crazy proms where people are spending $10,000, $20,000 on the prom, and like the prom is the wedding because there's no expectation that they're actually going to ever get married. Or the high school graduation is treated like it's a college graduation because nobody really thinks you're really going to graduate from college or whatever it is. I really think that sometimes, not sometimes, all the time, low expectations cause us to really underachieve when it comes to education. It causes us to really underachieve when it comes to our health. It causes us to really underachieve when it comes to our economics. And so as I was kind of reflecting on my wife and what I like about being married to her. Because I'm gonna tell you, you get married, you ain't gonna like everything. Marriage is not. That's another area where expectations matters. I think people get married and they think it's like this picnic and a fairy tale that's never going to end and all this other stuff. You better get that out of your head. Marriage is not an ongoing fairy tale. It is not a piece of cake. It's not a walk in the park. It takes a lot of work. And so when I think about all the things I love about being married to my wife, one thing I can say is the expectations. I like being around somebody who pushes me to be the man that I really want to be, who pushes me to be the man that I promised myself that I was going to be. Like I didn't promise myself that I was going to be fat and die from being overweight or whatever. No, I promised myself I'd be the man who's going to work hard and go to the gym and get back in shape. I didn't promise myself I'd be the man who was sitting around lazy and not doing anything. I promised myself I'd be the man who pushed myself to be consistent and to follow through and to have a schedule and a pattern and everything else. So I really think that one thing that you may want to think about when you're talking about achieving whatever goal you have or elevating to the next level or reaching your goals financially is think about the expectations you have for yourself and then think about the expectations that are set in your environment because your environment will have a huge impact on what you can do yourself. Your environment really truly affects what you yourself will ever be able to really accomplish. So if you're in an environment that sets low expectations, but you expect to have high expectations, that's really like running against the wind. It's like swimming upstream. It's like trying to fit a square peg into a round hole, if that makes any sense. It's not it's not something that is going to help you really get to where you want to get to. Your environment is really huge. So I'd be very conscious. I think one aspect of consciousness, since this is financial consciousness training, I would consciously think about the environment that you're in, consciously think about the goals you want for yourself. Also, every single morning, I would get up and literally write those goals down